What's up, everybody? It's the Rice Rocketeer, and today I have a very, very sad announcement to make. I apologize for missing my posting deadline. I've been very good about posting every Sunday at 10 a.m., just like clockwork. But this week has been a bit difficult. I've been working crazy long hours at this new gig that I just started, and I also had my Yamaha MT-07, which I've had for 3 months, stolen. Um, the other day I got up, I went with my girlfriend and my dog to go for a walk. Bike was still there. Came home, bike was still there. Closed the door, started making breakfast, and I got a knock on the door. When I opened it, it was 3 police officers telling me that my bike had just been stolen. Great way to start the day. So you may be asking yourself, how did they know it was your bike? No, I am not such a crazy rider that I'm notorious in my neighborhood. A neighbor, in fact, saw the guy cutting the chain and apparently riding off with it. They called the cops as soon as it was happening. The cops were 2 blocks away. They came. They saw the guy riding off. Apparently, yeah, he cut the lock, took the cover off. It was really quick. Somehow broke the ignition and like snapped the front fork so it was free, and then jump started it. So must have had a portable battery or something. I don't know how it goes. I just know what I think would happen. So regardless, the bike was gone, and I filed a police report, and the cops said that the detectives weren't going to come because they didn't think they would find it, which is like, I don't know. I think that New York City cops don't really care about bikers. Which, honestly, the way most people ride in the city, I get it. But still pretty and I'm still pretty sad about it. And, it's an unfortunate part of owning a motorcycle in the city is you kind of just expect that it's going to be stolen at some point. And, I've always told myself don't get too attached to to whatever bike you get because it's kind of part of the lifestyle. I just thought maybe I would make it longer than 3 months before it got stolen, but it is what it is, and this is where I'm at. So I made a claim with insurance, and they should pay me out. But when they do, I'm going to get another bike. And no, maybe yes, a little bit. No, I'm not being impulsive. I've said this before in other videos, but I'll say it again for everyone just tuning in. Having a motorcycle in this craft, this passion is really my payoff for being sober. I've just hit 2 years of sobriety, and this is really kind of my reward for not drinking. I'm not going to fall apart and be like, oh my God, I have to drink because I don't have a motorcycle, but it is the thing that keeps me going. It reminds me every time I go to that place where I'm like, oh, maybe I could have one drink and I could go out and it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. I remind myself, no, because if you do that, then you can't ride your motorcycle, and your motorcycle is the thing that you love to do. So, it's just this thing for me, and without it in my life, it's fairly, not fun. So, I am considering other bikes, and I'm making my list as I usually do, and I've gotten it down to my top 3. I always go through this process. I write down all the bikes I want, and then I put them in order, and then I pick out 3, and I'm like, these are the 3 that I'm choosing from this time. So I would love to hear your comments and any other suggestions that are not these 3 bikes in the comments section below. Let me know what you think. Number 1, starting at the top, is the Suzuki GSX-S 750. 750cc inline 4 street naked bike. Supposed to be really fun, really peppy, good on the highway and in the city. Comfortable to sit on because it's an upright bike, but it gives you that full rev range that inline 4s do. And after riding in Utah, the 6R, yes, the 6R, I really like that, and I really want to get into that kind of sport bike life of being able to kind of feel where your power band is and fully control each gear, rev it out. That seems really fun to me. It's something I want to get into. So this would be the perfect bike for that, I think, without having to do the fully faired thing, 1000cc sport bike. I don't want that. It would be a good option for that. The only downside is I could foresee it being a hot bike in terms of people wanting to steal it as well, and I do not want to go through this ever again. So I really got to think about that. The next bike is the Triumph Street Triple. Triumph is supposed to be an amazing brand, amazing company, make wonderful bikes. They kind of made the Cafe Racer and the Scrambler what they are today in terms of genres, or whatever you want to call it, categories, classifications. And the Street Triple is supposed to be a really solid bike for a good price. In fact, it's the bike I wanted before the MT-07, but I didn't get it because of the price point. It was, I think for the base model, it's 11,000 something, which means an extra $2,000-3,000 of fees, dealership fees, and taxes. So you're looking at like $14,000 for a motorcycle, which after the Indian FTR that I had, I swore I would never spend that much on a bike until I have a garage. So that's why I shied away from it. But at this point, if I'm to get another motorcycle, I don't want to get a single or double, or sorry, a V-twin or a parallel twin. I would rather get something different. So triple is not quite the inline four that a Gixxer or a Gixxis is, but it's more than 2 cylinders. So different experience, a lot of fun, and looks like a solid bike. The third bike that I'm considering, and it's so different, and I always just throw this in there just to do it because I really, part of me really does want this type of bike, but it's a cruiser. I'll get a Harley. Not a crazy big bagger or anything, but the Iron 1100 looks like a good choice. Small enough to maneuver in the city, 1100 cc's, enough to move a heavy Harley frame around. I think that this bike is like 600 pounds maybe. It's on the lighter side for Harleys, but I could see myself putting a back seat on there, putting some bags, maybe some ability to transport my stuff, sissy bar in the back for my girlfriend, and enjoying it. I test drove 2 Indians. I did the Indian Scout Rogue and the Indian Chief, and I had a great time with both of them. That relaxed feel, that cushy feel, that, you know, semi-boat-like feel that Harleys have. I actually really did enjoy that. I think I could enjoy that. The question is, do I really want to do that every day? If that's my only bike, it rules out kind of going up to the twisties and really leaning over and learning all the things that I'm very excited to learn. So I don't know if I'm quite ready to do that yet. I think logically I want to do the sport bike thing first, get that out of my system, and then do the cruiser lifestyle as kind of like a relaxed second option. But those are the 3 bikes that I'm considering. I'm going to take a little time, let my insurance claim all pan out, and then pull the trigger on something. But it's riding season, and I don't want to miss it. So I got to move fairly quickly. But anyway, that's been my week in a nutshell, and that's why this posting is late, and that's why I don't have a lot of fun footage. In fact, the footage that you're watching right now, this is the last ride on my MT-07. Little sad, because I didn't really do much the last day. I just commuted, and thinking I would have the next day off to enjoy and go do something fun, but then my bike got stolen. So the footage is from my last moments on the MT-07. Next video, I think I'm going to post a little something about how to deal with getting your bike stolen, what to do, because it's easy to get a little flustered in the moment. There's a lot of different, you know, forms you need and people you need to call, and there should be an SOP for what to do, you know. So I'll probably make a video on that while I decide on the next bike to buy, and then I'm going to jump straight into another bike. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate it. Let me know in the comment section below what bike you think I should get next. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.